Hello student, welcome to my channel Concept Clear by MAJI. In this video, I will discuss about Newton's laws of motion. First of all, have you any idea about force? Force is an influence by applying which a rest body can be moved or tends to move, or a moving body can be stopped or tends to stop. By applying force, a rest body can be moved or tends to move. That means force produces motion or tends to produce motion. By applying force, a rest body can be moved. On the other hand, a moving body can be stopped or tends to stop. That means by applying force, we can destroy motion. Force can change the direction of motion. Just for example, when a bowler bowls, he applies force, so the ball takes its motion, and when the batsman hits the ball, then it changes the direction of motion. When the fieldsman catches the ball, then it destroys motion. By applying force, we can change the shape of an object. When the fieldsman hits the wicket, then the shape of the wicket may be changed. Now, we are discussing about Newton's first law of motion. Unless or until an external force is applied, a rest body continues its state of rest. A rest body continues its state of rest. Or a moving body continues its state of motion. Through a straight line. What subjects can we know from Newton's first law of motion? Definition of force. By applying which a rest body can be moved or tends to move, or a moving body can be stopped or tends to stop. That is called force. And the second, inertia. What is inertia? A rest body has a tendency to continue its state of rest, or a moving body has a tendency to continue its state of motion. This is known as inertia. There are two types of inertia. Inertia of rest, and inertia of motion. Inertia of rest means a rest body has a tendency to continue its state of rest. This is called inertia of rest. This property of a rest body is called inertia of rest. And a rest body has a tendency to continue its state of rest. This is called inertia of rest. And a body which is in motion has a tendency to continue its state of motion. This is called inertia of motion. Just for example, if a bus suddenly starts to move, then the passenger sitting on the bus feels a backward jerk. Why? when the bus was at rest, then the entire body of the passenger was at rest. If the bus suddenly starts to move, then the lower portion of the passenger's body, which is in contact with the bus, comes in motion immediately. But upper part has a tendency to continue its state of rest. That is why he feels a backward jerk. On the other hand, if a moving bus suddenly comes to rest by applying brake, then the passenger sitting on the bus feels a forward jerk. Why? Because this happens due to inertia motion. When the bus was in motion, then the entire body of the passenger was in motion. If the bus suddenly stopped, then the lower portion of the passenger's body, which is in contact with the bus, comes to rest immediately with the bus. But upper part has a tendency to continue its state of motion due to inertia motion. These two things we know from Newton's first law of motion. Okay. Now we are discussing about second law. Before discussing second law, you have to know momentum. What is momentum? Momentum is nothing but a property of a moving body which denotes by the product of mass and velocity. Product of mass and velocity. Suppose mass of a body is m, mass of a body is m, and its initial velocity is equal to u, and after t second its final velocity becomes v. Therefore, initial momentum is equal to mu, and final momentum after t second, final momentum is equal to mv. Therefore, in t second, change in momentum is equal to mv minus mu, and in 1 second change in momentum mv minus mu by t. Therefore, m common into v minus u by t. You have already known v minus u by t is called acceleration a, m into a. This is rate of change of momentum. According to Newton's second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the force applied on it. That means F varies ma. Therefore, F is equal to k into ma. If unit force is applied to produce unit acceleration, applying force on unit mass, then k is equal to 1. Therefore, F is equal to 1 into ma. That means F is equal to ma. What subjects can we know from Newton's second law of motion? Measurement of force and unit of force. What is the SI unit of force? Newton. And Cbse unit is dyne. 1 Newton is equal to 1 kg into 1 meter per second square. And 1 dyne is equal to 1 dyne is equal to 1 gram into 1 centimeter per second square. Therefore, 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power 5 dyne. This is the relation between SI unit and CGS unit of force. Okay. In this class, we conclude here, but in the next class we will discuss about sums of Newton's second law of motion and third law of motion. Okay. Thank you.